Happy May 4th, Sandy Ridge. May the 4th be with you. I thought we'd do a fun Star Wars style drawing today to celebrate May 4th.
All right, since it's the 4th of May the 4th be with you, we are going to draw a fun lightsaber today. So our lightsaber, of course, is just a big long stick, and the fun in this design is going to be putting in those different colors, right? We talked about the values of colors so that we can create that shadow and shine, because we know we've got shine when it comes to a lightsaber. I call it shadow and shine, but it's different values of the same color. So let's just start by giving ourselves I'm going to put mine on a diagonal this way across the paper. So just go ahead and lightly sketch on sort of a diagonal line for yourselves like this. Just to sort of get us started so we know where we're going. Now I'm going to go ahead and tilt my paper. You could tilt it while you're drawing it too, that works fine. So I kind of know what direction my lightsaber is going in. We're going to start with the handle down here. So we know our handle is really just a rectangle, and you can put yours on lightly so you can work it and change it, but I'm going to put mine on darker so you can see like that. So basically we've got a rectangle here at the bottom. And then we're going to come back and we're going to add some details to that rectangle afterwards. But that's essentially the shape. And then our lightsaber, we're going to make two little marks. We want that to start in a little bit more narrow, right? And we know it gets smaller as it gets to the top. So I'm going to make a little line up here at the top where I want it to end. And I know I don't want it as wide apart or as big as this. So I'm going to make it a little smaller so I know to remind myself to go in as I'm drawing this next line. All right, so our lightsaber, we're going to start working that out, right? So start from your tip, start bringing this line in towards that line, and get yourself a gradually decreasing line out to that lightsaber. Again, you can just sketch it on lightly so you got room to make some changes. I went a little darker so you guys could see what I'm doing there. Get a little darker even still. All right, so that's essentially the shape of our lightsaber right there. We don't have to do much to change that. Now let's start working on our handle some. All right, so I'm going to bring my handle out a little bit here. Ooh, got a frog in my throat. Like that. And I'm going to curve it around like this a little bit. So basically I pulled it out a little. I'm going to put two curved lines on it like that. I'm going to put a bump like that. Just working down the side of that rectangle that I already made, right? Bump there. I'm going to come out for another sort of larger bump right there. So out and around like that. And then my handle, I'm going to actually swoop in a little bit here. So I kind of curve that in there. And then I'm going to do a bunch of little bumpity bumps. Bump, 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 like that scalloped edge we talked about. Bump, bump, bump. I'm going to put 5 bumps on each side. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, one more here, 5 bumps down that side like that. And then I'm going to leave it straight. And then I'm going to put a bump out on the bottom like that on both sides. And then kind of curve that bottom edge like that. So see, I used my rectangle as my basic shape, but then I added all my fun details like that. All right, we probably need some sort of a little switch for turning it on. Put another little rectangle in there. And a little circle inside, a little button for turning my lightsaber on. So now I'm going to go ahead and put some more sort of slightly curved lines across here. And one more down here. Then I'm going to clean it all up and I'm going to add some color to it. All right, so let's talk a little bit about color value. So I'm going to use, try to pick 3 colors. Really makes for a nice shadow and shine when you're doing something. So this very, very light green will be my shine. This will be my medium. And this will be my dark green will be my shadow. So see, I've got 3 different values of the same color to give it a nice shadow and shine. And I'm even going to do the same thing in my handle. I'm going to use white and gray and black to give this a little shadow and shine down there in my handle. So I'm going to start by taking my darkest color and I'm going to trace around that outside edge. And I'm going to do the same thing down here. Take that darkest color and I'm going to trace around my outside edge first just to start with. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to color just a little bit of that darkest color right there. And as I work my way towards the center, then I'm going to color with my lighter green, and then I'm going to color right down the center with my lightest green of all. And I'm going to come back afterwards and I'm going to put some light green on the outside right here, like it's shining, like it's lit up and it's glowing. So that's what I'm going to do. I wanted to show you ahead of time, but you can watch it because I'm going to show you every bit of the way as I go through and color my lightsaber.